Is it okay for me to say that I want the body right now, that I want to look good in my clothes right now? Yes, it's okay. I'm so tired of people trying to tell us it's not about vanity. Yes, it's not. No, it's about health. We want to feel good. We want to be healthy, right? We want longevity, to live a long time, live a great lifestyle, to feel healthy for a long time and be healthy for a long time, to have a great quality of life. Yes, we want all that. And we want to look good in our clothes, all right? You're over 40 and you're like, I'm feeling this menopausal like belly fat coming on, and also like my workouts aren't hitting like they used to. I don't have as much energy, I'm tired, and my body just ain't doing what it used to do after all these workouts. Hey, I get it. All right, so first of all, let me tell you, it's not your fault, all right? We all go through this. And secondly, let me share with you the best workouts for women over the age of 40. You could probably even do this over 35, but definitely over 40, right? Because remember, I always talk about how after the age of 30, we start losing 1 to 3% of muscle mass every year. So now we're going to talk about how to get that muscle mass back by exercising for your body and where you are at this stage in life, right? Because it's a little different than what we used to do when we were 22. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so exercising for this body right now, we can do it. The body that we are in right now, not the one we were in 20 years ago, right? Because when we were 22, killing the game, I actually wasn't, but a lot of people were killing the game when they were 22. So when we were 22, we could go and get on the Stairmaster or the treadmill, or even just get around the block and just be moving, and boop, the weight is just falling off, and we are body yaddy yaddy. Is that it? I feel like that's the song, but I don't feel like I sang it right. It don't matter. So we sitting here with that body, right? And we're like, shoot, killing the game, and all I had to do was get on the treadmill, right? And maybe eat a salad once a day. Whatever, right? And that's how the weight came off. But this is 20 years later. And for some of us, it's 30 years later and 40 years later. So what do we do to get the body that we want, feel better, have more energy, and look like we want to look, right? At this age. How do we get the weight off now, right? How do we get the toned arms now for the body that we're in now? And how do we say that we want to do this without feeling like, ooh, is it okay for me to say that I want the body right now, that I want to look good in my clothes right now? Yes, it's okay. I'm so tired of people trying to tell us it's not about vanity. Yes, it's not. No, it's about health. We want to feel good. We want to be healthy, right? We want longevity, to live a long time, live a great lifestyle, to feel healthy for a long time and be healthy for a long time, to have a great quality of life. Yes, we want all that. And we want to look good in our clothes, all right? We want to go in our closet and be able to fit everything in there. And we want to look good in the stuff that's in there. All right, so let's talk about that. What is the best exercise for this body right now? All right, so first, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Ileka Falette. I'm a mom of 4, and I lost 120 pounds through exercise, eating healthy for my body, and mindset shifts, right? Changing that relationship with food. And I've kept it off for about 8 years. I lost the weight after the age of 35. So I was 37 years old when I lost the weight, right? And kept it off. So we can do this at our older ages, right? And about 6 months ago, I picked up a bunch of weight, and I'm already losing that, because guess what? We get to do this. And I picked up the weight because of life stresses, right? I talked about that in other videos, but I hadn't picked it up before. I'd always sustained, and then life stresses. So anyways, so let's talk about where we are right now and what that means, all right? Now, first, here's how to exercise for this body that we have right now. So we've been taught forever to do all this cardio. Back when we were in our 20s, we were taught, get on the treadmill, you know, run, get on the, get on the street, on the cement, and just get running. Go on the track, run around the track, all of these things, right? Run, 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 or walk, 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 right? Speed, walk, walk fast, all the things. We were told to do all these things, get on the bike, all that, right? Cardio was king. Well, guess what? Cardio is no longer king when you are over the age of 35, okay? The reason why cardio is no longer king is because, like I said at the beginning, after the age of 30, we as women are losing muscle mass 1 to 3% a year. You can Google it. I'm telling you this is true, right? So how do we maintain our muscle mass? Number one, eating protein. We talk about that all the time. You can, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, right? Like I said, I lost 120 pounds as a mom of 4, kept it off for multiple years, and helped thousands of women do the exact same thing, and you can too, all right? Go to ilekafalette.com. I should have said this earlier, but go to ilekafalette.com so that you can sign up for the newsletter, get these tips, get these strategies on a regular basis, all right? I also host a membership now where we are really making it happen. The membership is extremely low cost, so anybody can get in at the level that I priced it at. Because I'm like, you know what? We get to do this. We get to have the accountability. We get to have the support because nobody has ever done this alone and kept it off alone. Right? It's the accountability, it's the community, it's the support and the guidance. All right. And that's what we're sharing. So anyways, go to ilekafalette.com and you'll get all those details. So getting the protein in to sustain the muscle mass and the way that we exercise. So if you've ever seen me doing any of my workout videos, right? And I have several of them in our membership. But if you've ever seen any of my workout videos, or even my videos where I show me working out, you'll see I'm doing a lot of strength training, right? A lot of resistance training. So resistance training is basically, it's, things like push-ups. It's all resistance training, but body weight resistance, that would be things like push-ups, body weight squats, right? Like things that you're using your body weight for the resistance. It might even be pull-ups. I can't do nobody's pull-up, but some people can. If you can do the pull-up, girl, you're killing it. Anyways, so those things are resistance training. Also, even just adding extra tension while you do things, right? So if I add tension to my arms while I'm lifting them up, that is actually resistance training because I can actually feel it in my muscles, right? If I'm adding tension to my arms as I'm doing anything, though, that's resistance, right? Resistance is getting some dumbbells and doing workouts, right? So resistance training is key when you are trying to lose weight, right? As a woman over a certain age, right? Honestly, over 35, but especially over 40. The importance of muscle mass is it helps to keep the weight off. Your metabolism is higher. People with more muscle have higher metabolism. So your metabolism is higher, therefore you're gonna burn fat faster and just burn calories faster, right? So let's say, I'll give an example. Let's say you're out there and you have a week or a day where you're just eating off, right? Off plan. You just went for it. You're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm about to go to Cold Stone. I'm about to go to Pizza Hut. I don't know why Pizza Hut, because if you're gonna go for it, go for it. Don't get pizza. But anyways, I don't want to judge, right? Pizza Hut's your thing, it's your thing. But you're going for it. You're just eating any and everything, right? And you turn around, maybe you did this for a week, you turn around and you're 15 pounds heavier. I know that sounds crazy. I've literally seen people go away for a weekend on vacation. Actually, about 7 years ago, I did a video where I went away on vacation for a long weekend, and gained like 15 pounds. So people can do that, right? And a lot of it is water weight. But the thing is, if you don't have a plan, a program, and if you don't have the muscle mass, that water weight will stay. So you gain that 15 pounds and you're gonna keep at least 10 of that, right? But if you have a plan, a program, and a process to actually live the lifestyle that you're wanting to live, where you're getting your workouts in and stuff, then that weight will go away because your muscle mass is there and it's constantly wanting to burn it off, right? So you may pick up the 15 pounds, but literally 3 to 5 days later, you're back to your normal weight. I've literally done that before, and it's because of the muscle mass, right? I shouldn't have been eating that crazy. It wasn't even food, it was drinks. I was going for it. Margaritas, all the things I wasn't having at that time, I went for it, and ooh, I felt sick. Anyways, so it's really about sustaining that muscle mass. So now let's talk about how to do it, right? We've gone through 9 minutes of me talking about why it's important and what it is and what we can do. But let's talk about how to do it. So Now, the way you do it is you can set up a program that incorporates both resistance training and cardio, because you don't want to get rid of cardio altogether. Nobody is saying that, right? You still want to do your cardio. You just don't need to do it at the level that you were doing it at. So when I say you want to do your cardio, that means that basically you are out here doing 20 to 30 minutes of cardio a day rather than 60 minutes of cardio, right? And you're getting it done and you're moving on. But the cardio gets to be incorporated with your strength training. So the way I would do it is, and this is the way I recommend it, especially at the beginning if you're kind of new to this, is 3 days a week minimum strength training, right? I actually do 4 to 5, but a lot of people can, you're starting off, get 3 days a week in, right? And so what you can do is one day you do upper body, right? Now I got lots of upper body programs in our membership, but I'm gonna show you right here of me doing an upper body workout, right? So you can literally do one day of upper body. So maybe it's bicep curls, some shoulder presses, right? Maybe some rows, like different things, maybe some triceps, right? Like you can go ahead and do it all, right? So you can get some upper body work in, right? So you wanna hit those major muscles like the chest, the back, the tris and the bis, right? You're getting those in, and that's upper body day. So you do a series of exercises that are gonna hit those things, and you basically kind of work that out one day, right? I would say minimum 30 minutes of upper body. Then after that upper body workout, you go and you hit the cardio. So you do 20 to 30 minutes of like some sort of cardio, running, whatever, right? I don't know about running. I don't do running. Running doesn't work on my knees, to be honest, but some people love to run. I would say I like to walk. I'm good with that. And riding the bike, right? Those are my things. Also, I love an elliptical, like whatever, right? But whatever works for you, Stairmaster, whatever it is, right? You're wanting to make sure you're getting some cardio in. What I also say with any cardio that you do, make sure it has a hint of resistance training in it. So a lot of people don't talk about this. But when you're doing cardio, let's say you're walking around the track is not enough, right? The reason walking around the track is not enough is because it's just cardio alone. There's no resistance in it. If you're walking up and down hills or in your neighborhood and there's hills and things like that, now you're getting resistance training in your quads, your hamstrings, your calves even, like you're actually getting something in. So you want to be doing things like that. If you're on the bike, you got to add some resistance to the bike. So you're actually getting some muscle movement in there as well, right? So then you're incorporating the strength training even in that cardio portion of your workout. But if you do 30 minutes of strength training followed by 30 minutes of cardio, that's 1 hour of exercise. That's not bad, right? So that's day one, right? Day two, just do cardio. 30 minutes, right? And again, bike, but it's gonna have some resistance training in it. The bike, the rower, whatever, right? You're gonna do that. Day three, lower body. And so lower body, 30 minutes. Again, you're gonna probably do something with squats. You're gonna grab some weights, some dumbbells, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever works for you, right? For me, I do 20, 25 pounds, something like that. Others might be doing 5, 10, especially if you're a beginner, go for it, right? Go for that 5 or 10, right? And then you can slowly, as you feel like, okay, you know what, this is getting a little light. I can do 10 reps easily with this. You move it up, right? Whatever you were using on upper body, you want to go heavier on lower body, okay? Because your lower body's going to be stronger. So you got your weights and you're doing things like squats. You might do some calf raises. You might do some deadlifts for the hamstrings, right? So you're doing different exercises along the way. And again, 30 minutes, right? There's, again, tons of workouts in our membership, but you can also find some on YouTube, wherever you want to go. What I love about the membership is that we're always going to have some sort of accountability in there as well as guidance and support, right? People cheering you on, all of those things. So that's always fun. But if you're somebody who's like, you know what, I can do this. I don't need the cheering on. I don't need the guidance. Go to YouTube. There's tons of videos on there, lower body workouts, and do it, right? I'm like, hey, do what works for you. But what I always tell people is we have a tendency to be like, oh, I can do this by myself. And you have all the tips to do it by yourself, all the strategies and resources to do it by yourself. But what happens is you start to fall off and nobody's there to say, hey, where you been? And now you just fell off and you gained 20 pounds back. Whereas if you have a community, you have that support, you have that accountability, you have that guidance, You have maybe weekly or monthly check-ins, right? Calls, things like that, especially at a low price, and it's not breaking the bank. Now you're there and you're like, oh shoot, I'm doing this. Like I'm doing this and I consistently keep it going. So you can always do it alone or you can do it with help. I'm always somebody that's gonna do it with help and with a community. That's just me. But anyway, so after that lower body workout, you're gonna do 30 minutes of cardio again. Again, the cardio needs to have some resistance in it. So that's day 3. Day 4, cardio with resistance. Same thing, right? And you can mix up your cardio. Sometimes I'll do walking, I'll do rowing, I'll do the bike, I'll do the elliptical, right? Don't usually do the Stairmaster because I'm still scared of the Stairmaster. I don't usually run because I do not like running. I was a basketball player as a kid. I hated running then. I still don't love it, right? I had the nerve to do a 5K one time as like, you know, I was gonna do like this 10 miler and then I turned it into a 5K and I was just like, ugh, this sucks. Anyways, I don't love running. Okay, now day 5, you're gonna do a total body workout. So that means you're gonna do a mix of things that incorporate the whole body. So this might be something like squat thrusters. So you squat and then boom, you're up, right? So something like that, right? Squat thrusters might be one of the moves. Another move might be, honestly, it could be a push-ups, because push-ups are working, you're working the core if you're doing it right, you're working the arms, a little legs, right? Then there's different movements, right? Like a full body row. Like there's different movements that you may do, and I'll show you some here that are total body movements, all right? So you're gonna do that on day 5. And then after that 30 minutes of cardio. So you're still getting cardio in, it's just not full heavy cardio. And this is a beginner set of workouts. Now, as you move forward, you'll move on and you'll start incorporating an additional day, and you'll do that a little differently, right? But you'll incorporate an additional day of weights, and that's when you start to split up, right? So instead of just upper body, maybe today you do back and biceps, tomorrow you do chest and triceps, and then, you know, the next day you might do quads and calves or something, and the day after that you do hamstrings and, you know, inner and outer thighs, or, you know, whatever it is, right? You're breaking up those different body parts. So that's a little more advanced, but that could be a longer term, you know, so a longer term plan that you create. But at the beginning, 3 days a week, 1 day upper, 1 day lower, 1 day total body, right? And then you keep going with that plan as long as you need it, and then you start to modify as you go. And that is how women over 40 get to lose the weight and keep it off and get to exercise for where we are right now in our bodies, because we're not 20 no more, right? We can just get out there and do the Stairmaster and call it a day and keep our muscle mass and keep our metabolism high and keep our belly flat, right? I'm gonna do another video about how to have a flat belly over 40, because that's needed. All right, so because it's important, right? We all want it. And so it's like, how do we get there and how do we sustain it? So we'll talk about that in another video. But anyways, let's stay connected. Comment below if you're gonna try this strategy. And also, go to ilekafalette.com, get on our mailing list, and I'll send you tips and strategies along the way. I also send things like grocery lists and stuff like that to help you get started and sustain this healthy lifestyle. All right, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.